All right, everybody, here we go. It is the original Friday Night Vibe. I'm K.A.S.H. You're also listening to what we're doing right now. 89.5 KPOO, the soul of San Francisco, and my homie K Beezy, K Beezy for Sheezy on the Rap Snacks radio show. Check out a little bit more of me and him tag teaming together with some segments and some other interviews on 89.5 KPOO and KPOO.com. However, this is also exclusive content for the podcast that you're watching right now. And you know what? What I've been trying to do is connect the dots between where we were and where we are now. And when I say we, I don't just mean me, T-Cash, the rapper. Oh, I've been doing this for a while. And I don't just mean a few artists that we know of that are probably a little more quote unquote mainstream and in the public eye. There was a plethora of Bay Area rap artists, rap culture, hip hop culture. And there are a lot of people that deserve to have those roses now. And if we are in a period where we can uplift and shine some light on some people that definitely deserve it, this would be that interview. All right. Now, I pinky swore to this brother that I won't get too far deep into the woods of one song that he did, which was pretty phenomenal. But we do have to have a frame of reference, just a little bit, for anybody who goes back to the early 90s and you remember an artist by the name of
Filthy Rich back then, man. Filthy Rich back then, the original.
Yeah. If you remember another artist by the name of E-Dog from Seattle in a song called Drop Top, then you remember this brother now, Filthy Rich, also known as Rich Tycoon, in the building on the Friday.
Man, that's what it is. Filthy Rich, Rich Tycoon, aka Filthy Rich. Some people just keep calling me Filthy Rich or Filthy. You know what I'm saying? So the Tycoon, whatever you want to call me, just hit me. You know what I'm saying? That's what's important.
That's what's up. So let's get straight into it, man. Originally, Oakland, California.
Yes, sir.
All right. Sir. What area, if you mind me asking?
Well, East Oakland. When I first moved to Oakland, I moved to Oakland when I was 5 years old. We relocated from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And so I was staying in the 90s, 90th and MacArthur, between 90th and 94th at the Mission Motel. And then we moved to Brookfield when I was like 13. And then life happened. And I ended up in group homes and this, that, or the other. And that kind of sent me for a trip around the California state. But yeah, in Oakland, we was in the 90s, basically, all throughout the 90s, the top and the bottom, Brookfield and MacArthur, you know.
Okay, you want to know some small world history right now? You say the 90s. I'm not from the 90s.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to Jab.
Man.
Remember Jab?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah.
I used to go with his sister, Jamila.
I heard that.
Yeah.
Man, it's a small world for sure.
It is. Talk about Brookfield, man. You know, my boy D Stone is the homie still.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to the old school city boys, product of my environment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Nino Brown, not in the Ray Rider. Rest in peace, Nino. Brother Brown. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just bringing that up to say, small world, but you know that's how it is when you from where you from. You know what I mean?
Right. That's right.
Now let's ease into it. Excuse me. You talked about the group home, direct and indirect, maybe foster care or guardianship system throughout the state.
Yeah.
What was that experience like? And I'm asking that because this podcast is not just about let's play the music. This is about hip hop. This is about health. And this is also about healing. So all of these are intertwined, interpersonal, the cultural as far as the music. Like, how did that show up? I guess what I'm asking is, what were some of your more standout memories from that time in your life?
Man, just I had issues on the home front. You know what I'm saying, going on at home, and then that's what kind of led to some of the things in the Oakland streets, and then that sent me to my first group home in Ukiah, which is about an hour and a half north of Oakland. You know what I'm saying, maybe a couple hours or something, depending on which way you go. But
Yeah.
one thing, you asked about the standout moments. For me, it was really just about camaraderie,
Yeah.
my group home brothers that I met. And when I say brothers, it's not like, black brothers, these are white brothers, these are Latino brothers, these are Asian. It's just a worldly, a variety of types of people that I met going through that process. I was in a group home from age 13 all the way to 17 and a half. You know what I'm saying? And that took me, like I say, throughout Northern California, basically as well as the Bay Area
Yeah.
and the Monterey Bay Area. You know what I'm saying? And so I got to know a lot of people. And so if it was any highlight, it was just meeting all of them people because during that time of my life, um, man, I needed those people in different ways, whether it was to tell me I could or just, to shake my hand and be a friend or whatever to get me through those moments because a lot of that time I was kind of estranged from my family, and so I was literally just in a group home, you
Yeah.
know. So yeah, that was a highlight is you know, just meeting so many different people, which occurred on often, you
Mhm.
know, every day pretty much. Because if somebody leaves the group home you at, here comes a new body. And if you go to a different one, here comes a new atmosphere, a new situation. And
Right.
so, man, when I think back, those were the highlights is being able to meet different people from different backgrounds and that's who I think I am now is a mixture of Oakland and all of those people, you
Yeah.
know. Yeah.
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 That's a very keen observation, man. It makes me think about how did that, if it did, um, show up as far as your first acquaintances, your first interactions with hip hop? Was it something that led you to this music, this art form that said, "Yo, they're talking about me. This is resonating," or was it something different? I mean, it sounds like it, but I don't want to assume. You know what I mean?
Man, you know what it is from back then. It was like they was speaking to us, telling
Uh-huh.
our stories. And
Hmm.
so, and my ear was wide open because, and at first you would hear a rap song every now and again, you
Yeah.
know, and then it built up to, oh, now almost every song on the radio is built for you, speaking for you.
Yeah.
Whereas back then, when you heard it, you knew what it was. It's like, ooh, that man's telling my story, or that story is coming from New York, and it sounds similar to a Bay Area story because hey, the foundation is pretty much the same. And so, yeah, man, just that was yeah, just hearing the music, and that occurred actually in Oakland.
Yeah.
When I was in Oakland about maybe 10 years old. I think
Mhm.
when Rappers Delight and all of that Roxanne stuff was popping up.
Yeah.
And yeah, so eventually that, turning to 13 and going into the group homes already had the rap ear, the rap,
Mhm.
excitement in me and just man took that into the group homes and how it kind of shaped um, kind of my style, if that's what you want to call it, or even my subject matter. If going back to Drop Top, if you listen to Little Lokes, which is on the B side of Drop Top, I
Mhm.
actually refer to you, Kaya, in a
Mhm.
song. You
Mhm.
get what I'm saying? And so from the
Yeah.
jump, it was influencing me because from the jump I was telling a real story that was based on my life and others around me. So yeah, it
Yeah.
added
Okay.